So apparently with all my naps yesterday and laying down and resting, I woke up to the quickie sights of dawn. And I finally rolled over and was like, fine, I've been up for so long. What time is it though? It's 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, Aaron tried to get something inside and I'm like, it's very small. Aaron is eating his raisin. It like reflected off the crap in my eye. It was real weird. Yeah, I wound up having like some crap in my eye, and because like I saw it and then I saw a reflection, but then down here like on my nose I also saw a reflection, and it was like, oh, Crystal and Pow. Those of you wishing for a follow-up on stuff, well, the second half of that cricket thing was actually fairly informative about how it went from basically a rich white man's like pastoral game or something like that to like a half Bollywood production in India, and how the game changed from 5 days to 1 day to 3 hours so they could market it, and now it has a halftime show, and the whole thing is, I'm like, you know what? At the end, I'm like, I still don't really understand much of cricket because there's a butt ton of rules I don't understand, but good on you, India. You took something from the colonizers and you made it your own, and you frickin' you own it now. Like, cricket is not like, oh, well, the British play cricket. Yeah, well, every time I've seen someone play cricket, they're Indian. I'm fine with that. You know, America has football. The Latino countries and the Mediterranean have soccer. The Dutch have hockey. And Britain can keep its rugby, even though, you know, many of the oceanic ones have that too. I mean, everybody knows the New Zealand rugby. The haka? Is that what that thing's called?
I think so.
Yeah. IC's has stopped on the bridge. Yeah, we left really early. I don't know why it stopped. Okay, it's moving now. There may have just been a kerfuffle further down the line. Trains trying to get in and out and hold up at Central or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just had a Pokemon event thing or something.
I just had a news event pop up. Snoozing with Snorlax.
Meaning?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just clicked through it.
Gotcha. Alright, snoozing with Snorlax. See details. Next few months are going to be filled with some amazing adventures and blah 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 blah. Do you think you're getting ready for an eventful summer? We're hearing reports of all over the world that trainers are finding Snorlax in deep slumber. So, starting on, well, yesterday, until June 3rd, so next Monday, have a chance to encounter Snorlax snoozing in the wild. Once caught, Snorlax will be awake and ready to battle as usual. Take a photo during the encounter. A Snorlax will only be asleep during your encounter. So he's just laying out in the wild. During the battle, apparently, he will be asleep and you just beat the crap out of him, and then he wakes up and is a normal Snorlax. Huh? Whatever. Anyways, Belgium. Couple Belgiums. Not like we're not next. Huh?
Saw France win the other day.
Well, I don't care if it's France. That's like a trek to get over here. But Belgium? Oh. What? Switzerland?
I think so.
I can't think of anything.
There's CH.
Oh, true. What would S be?
Sweden?
Oh.
Are they EU?
I think Sweden is. Norway is not.
See, this is why they need to have 2 letters on license plates.
So I had a little bit of a shaken faith syndrome. I don't know what to call it. I was explaining something to Jimmy the other day, and it kind of shook me a little bit because some guys on the team say, oh, it's really good that you're, still showing up and all that stuff. I'm like, yep. And then Jimmy says, it's really cool to have you on the team because you can correct me on my terrible English. And he does spell things wrong every once in a while, but to be fair, for being in a completely different country, they're actually really good at their English, but regardless. And so But it's just like, I had that moment where I was like, all these things are great. I just want to be a useful linebacker. Also, obviously I want friends, but I don't want to be the guy that is kept around because I film very well. So, yeah, like, it's sort of like stupid. I mean, it's sort of like, after a fashion, I started feeling that way on the pit bulls, that I was only kept around because I film. And to an extent, it's just sort of like, every time I'm not doing what I want to do, I'm just doing about 90 billion other things, it seems like. I'm like, what's wrong with what I was doing? I mean, to be fair, I have a collarbone break, so it's really understandable why I'm not actually playing this sport, because, you know, my bone is broken. However, I don't know. I'm going through another cycle. So I've got my effing happy playlist going right now, and it's currently Moana. Because, to an extent, with at least that song, is, I didn't live on the East Coast, but still, I kind of see it as like I poked my head out to the ocean and said, "Where are you going?" And I went out to sail the ocean, and now I'm in Europe. Every time I see somebody from like Europe holding their passport for some reason whatsoever, I always see like the word passport and then usually passport in their native language, but I always think of my passport and I'm just like, yeah, that's nice you have a passport, but did you just jerk off the American flag? I still remember when I had to take pictures for the pass, for pass check for Maurice. And he's like, that is one patriotic piece of paper. I was like, yeah, that's only one page. So Aaron and I are trying to, speaking of weird passport stuff, we're trying to understand the process of moving. Just, you know, maybe Utrecht, maybe somewhere else here in Oost or something like that, but just, like, the lady that originally set up this apartment, who's kind of loosely attributed to his company, I guess. I don't know. Apparently I met her. She's the one that kind of looked like my sister. But anyways, yeah, Aaron contacted her and she's like, oh yeah, well, my fee is 1 month rent plus VAT, which is like 21% or something like that, value added tax. And I was like, I'm sorry, huh? So Aaron put in like a 1 month premium membership with a realtor website, thinking maybe that'll help, because it was only 35 euros, not upwards to 1,300 plus 21% or something like that. But we're starting to see why she charges at all. I'm just a little worried about that price. I gotta say, these trash bins do make it definitely cute to throw things away, but I think they're a little out of reach of children sometimes. Very nice day. I can tell here in about half an hour the high school kids are gonna be out here kicking soccer balls around. So I'm heading home to be away from the youths. But I think do I need to take care of anything at home? Yes. Anyways, yeah, I need to look at more ideas of, oh, thanks, Lindsay Sterling, roundtable rival. Wasn't expecting it to be that loud. Pow! But now I know what's coming. Shh. But, yeah, so hopefully, I found a couple places that are like, oh my god, this is really cool. Oh my god, this is really cool. 2 of them aren't even done building. And they're like, started construction 2011. I'm like, you started construction 9 fucking years ago? You're not done yet? What?